I came back from the notary with papers still warm from the printer, the ink barely settled, my name written on 6 apartments, and a quiet little vacation house my grandfather had kept hidden like a secret blessing. My chest felt light for the first time in months. I rehearsed how I'd tell my wife. Our future just expanded overnight, and how her mother would pretend not to be impressed. I climbed the last step to our door, hand already reaching for the handle. Then I heard her voice, low, sharp, venom dressed as laughter. Once he signs everything to me, we're done with him. Divorce will be easy after that. Her mother's voice followed, smug and seasoned. Good. Make him believe you still love him until the paperwork is complete. My world didn't crack. It didn't collapse. It froze. Every breath became cold metal. I stayed there, silently, reading the truth through the door as if it were carved into it. And just like that, the excitement I carried home turned into something else, something calm, something precise, a new purpose. I used to admire how she smiled with her whole face, how she touched my hand as if she meant it. She'd lean on my shoulder and tell me I made her feel safe, grounded. I thought I'd found someone who understood the weight of responsibility, the subtle pressure of ambition, someone who'd grow with me, not feed on me. Her mother, well, I tolerated her. A woman who inspected people the way jewelers inspect diamonds, searching for flaws, calculating value. I ignored the first red flag, the way my wife's eyes flickered to her mother before agreeing with me. I ignored the second, the secretive, whispered phone calls at night. And I ignored the third, how suddenly we began discussing transferring assets for tax benefits. But love makes fools efficient. I kept choosing to trust. A forgotten text message on her screen. Don't worry, he'll give you everything. Just act sweet. A message from her mother. Then the sudden interest in my grandfather's estate. How much is he leaving you? Do you know the properties? You should put everything in both our names. For the future. I watched. I listened. I pretended not to notice. Every lie she fed me dissolved something inside me. But I didn't react. I couldn't. Not yet. Emotion would only cloud the precision I needed. So I gave her what she wanted. A gentle husband. Predictable, trusting, ready to commit everything to our shared life. In reality, I was memorizing every move she made, every whisper, every plan, every attempt to manipulate me toward one signature, the asset transfer. The night before my notary appointment, she kissed my cheek and told me she was proud of me. I smiled back. I let her believe I still lived in the illusion. But I spent the entire night drafting new documents. I called my lawyer, and I rewrote my grandfather's inheritance structure. I created a trust. Only my name, only my signature. Irrevocable. If she thought she could outmaneuver me, she underestimated the kind of calm a betrayed man can achieve. Not to us, to me. Locked, sealed, untouchable. And I left that office with a quiet satisfaction, the kind that grows sharper when you know you're walking home to reveal the truth. But when I heard the voices behind my door, the plan evolved. They didn't deserve confrontation. They deserved to reveal themselves to me. I waited until they finished their conversation. Then I opened the door. My wife jumped as if she'd been caught stealing. Her mother straightened her posture, smoothing her expression. I held the folder casually in my hand. "The notary meeting went well," I said. My wife rushed toward me, eyes sparkling with fake warmth. "Really? What did they say? What did you sign?" I set the folder on the table. "Everything," I replied, "just not the way you expected." Confusion flickered in her eyes, then panic. Her mother stepped forward. "What do you mean by that?" I met her gaze, steady, calm, lethal. It means, I said slowly, that all the properties my grandfather left me belong to me alone. They're in a trust you can't touch. Not now, not ever. My wife's breath hitched. But you said we'd share everything. No, I cut her off. You said that, over the phone, at night, when you thought I was asleep. Her face drained of color. And the divorce, I added, will be easy for me. Her mother's expression twisted, anger mixed with the collapse of a plan carefully crafted. You can't do this, she spat. I already did. I picked up the folder, opened it, and placed the trust documents in front of them like a quiet verdict. Thank you, I added, for making today even easier than I expected. When I left that house, I didn't look back. I didn't need revenge to be loud. I just needed it to be final. And what remained was mine. All of it, including my life. I looked out the window, watching the city lights blur into streaks. He destroyed himself, I said. I just removed the shadows he was hiding in. She nodded, not in agreement, just in understanding. When I stepped off the car, the night felt different, lighter, cleaner. Justice isn't loud, it's quiet, precise, a pressure that builds until the moment it snaps. I adjusted my son's blanket and whispered to him, "We're free now." And for the first time in years, I actually believed it.